commonly asked question we get at LightingShrink is, what size connector do I use? In this case, this is going to be the red hub. Now, obviously with the advances in LED, we use less and less of the hub type connections. But you will have repairs out in the field where you need to use the hub and of course get rid of the gel-filled type connections. And in this case, I'm going to show you how the reds can go together and put multiple conductors under one connector. So basically, we're going to take all the copper strands on the left side, we're going to put them together. They make a little bit of a point because that's going to make it easier to get into the tip of the connector, obviously. Twist them. We're going to take our hub red butt barrel, we're going to get it over the ends, and I like to twist it, turn it. It just turns itself right into there, making sure all the strands are in. Now, the LightingShrink ratcheting crimping tool will not release until tight. It is process patented. Basically, look for the color code or key that is red, and you're going to take that and you're going to put that on the end of the connection, and that's going to allow you to crimp it. You can slide it right through there. Now, some ask us, why do we have an extra long handle, and why shouldn't we go to a shorter handle? You're going to find that after multiple connections in a day, could be 10, could be 30, could be 100, that you're going to appreciate the longer handle. It's just less fatigue. A little bit more uncomfortable when you open it up for the first time, but over time you're going to like the levers. Like in this case, you can see I can just about do it with one hand, and it's not going to release until tight. Another question we get is, why the non-releasing until tight? The first day of the first tech you get on the job is going to make a reliably tight connection with the person who's been making 1,000 connections. And you're going to see once we get this off, it's tight, it's not coming out of there. Grab LightingShrink tube. I like to slide it over the end that's already been connected, just past the connection. Looking at the other side, same thing as we did on the left side. We're going to take the wires, we're going to even them up. We're going to go ahead and twist them so they're a little bit easier to put in. Sometimes you got to fight them in there, but I find most of the time that if you just take them and twist them to a point, that's going to allow you to take them right into the ends, twist it back and forth a little bit, making sure you got all the strands in there. Again, looking for the LightingShrink crimping tool, look for the red color code key. Go ahead and get that on there, and that's going to basically hold that, crimp down. Again, longer handle is going to be a lot easier to crimp over time. It's going to release, pull it right out of there, slide the tube over. Now with the hub connections, you want to be careful to make sure you're really even it out. The inner adhesive flows amazing, but you have to make sure it's centered because you want as much of that adhesive as possible to distribute its way down the cable and obviously work its way into the cables. In this way, it'll be a truly permanent connection. Typically with the larger tubes, I go a little bit slower on the heat. It is a permanent connection. You might as well take the extra 30 to 60 seconds to make sure that it really is. Nice and easy, moving it back and forth. And you're going to continue to heat it until that gasket line adhesive starts to emerge from the end. We've tested heat shrink tubing for over 10 years. Lots of failures. This is the tube you want to use. It has the most adhesive that pulls out of the ends, and flows out of the ends, sealing all those circles. An extra minute or two now will save a tremendous amount of the work in the field trying to dig up connections later.